lock up. And you lock that gate that you make up and you kill Millie. For what reason? Where Millie could have done so, me could get up and kill Millie. And tell me the wedding can't come in at 12B me living now.
Welcome. If you're a new viewer here, be sure to click the subscribe button and also click the bell icon so that you'll be notified about videos uploaded from this channel. The topics that we'll make in the cut for today: deadly shootouts with police and gunman. In Brownsall, man killed in Central Village. Main suspect in cops murder killed in Waterford. Wanted man arrested and charged. And I also will be giving an update on 50-year-old Millicent Robinson, who was found in a shallow grave at the back of her house. The police have charged 26-year-old Winston Palmer, who is said to be the second gunman involved in a robbery at a bar in Maidstone District, Manchester last month. Palmer is charged with robbery, illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and shooting with intent. He is accused of robbing a bar of 6,000 along with 22-year-old Jardine Brown about 8:30 p.m. on Saturday, March 27. Both men were armed with handguns, the police said. While attempting to escape, they were challenged by a licensed firearm holder, during which Brown was shot dead while Palmer fled. Palmer was nabbed later that day when he visited the hospital with gunshot wounds. He was admitted for treatment under police guard. Residents from Central Village and Windsor Heights were rattled by violence during the lockdown as gunmen went on a rampage in both communities over the weekend. The attacks have been reportedly triggered by internal gang feud. Dead is Shaquille Bucknell, a 24-year-old laborer of Windsor Heights. The circumstances around Bucknell's murder are unclear, but he was reportedly killed about 3:30 a.m. on Sunday. The body was found in a pool of blood, and investigators stated. Meanwhile, a 6-bedroom board and concrete structure at Big Lane was set alight by gunmen. It was reported that residents saw fire coming from a dwelling occupied by 5 adults and a 1-year-old infant. We are all left with just the clothes on our backs and we need urgent help. We don't know who burned down the house and why, but right now we need help, one of the occupants said. Brown said that the dwelling was occupied by her daughter, who recently moved out. Other family members remain at the premises. This is very sad, and despite everything, these people work hard to build the house, and look now, a pure ash and coal, a resident said. The house was not insured. The police confirmed that the fire bombings and the murders have gripped the greater Central Village since February. It's pure gunshot the residents reportedly heard before the fire was discovered. We know that there is an intentional gang feud between 2 gangs in the space, a policeman said. Murders have climbed by 10% in the St. Catherine South Police Division. 34 killings were recorded between January 1st and March 30. The Jamaica Constabulary Force says the main suspect in last week's fatal shooting of the police constable Jermaine Bennett has been killed. Sources says the suspect, so far only identified as Richie Puss, was shot during a blazing gun battle with members of the police patrol in St. Catherine a short while ago. Constable Bennett was shot dead in Gregory Park, also in St. Catherine, about 9:45 p.m. last Tuesday. The 36-year-old constable had reported gone to a premises in Gregory Park to visit his weeks-old child. 2 women were taken into custody by the police shortly after the fatal shooting of the constable. Up to yesterday, they had remained in custody. So viewers and subscribers, finally, them catch up on the main suspect in the policeman incident what took place in Portmore last Tuesday. He was shot dead earlier in Waterford. But me, I wonder to myself, say, how far him think him that go run go? Like, seriously, how far you think he that go run go? But the persons who they had in custody before is still in police custody, so probably tomorrow we'll hear the update on those persons, if them are gonna get charged or them are gonna let them go. We don't know yet, so we are wait for see. Images of the man who was killed is available, so if you want it, all you have to do now, I just go over my Instagram page at CCTV. Ensure so you follow the page and just DM me. That's all. The body of a 50-year-old woman whose name is Millicent Robinson, body was found at the back of her yard in a shallow grave in Jonestown. This is what residents and relatives has to say.
It's very upsetting, and now it's right at our gateway, at our doorway. It's hurting, and she's a very gentle person. Very loving, very anything you can beg Millicent to do. I heard because we walk a look fair from what where she was writing her, I hurt everybody.
We don't see why somebody would want to try do anything like this to her, isn't it? Because it's a nice lady, I mean, here she and nobody in a no really and thing, isn't it?
Every day we wake up, women are missing, children are missing, everything. See, they reach our doorstep now. In our own local community, they local missing. But a lady, she not trouble people, you know.
Every day them come and then the eggs that's constantly irritate her. See? Constantly irritate her. And they are station 24/7 for just attack Millie over. This year do not belong to none of them. The lady used to live in here named Sissy. She died from cancer. Her daughter come and left 3-4 to get her iPad man from this. She just like they should take your son for them own. So them constantly take a disadvantage. Any idea them alone are trapped in the yard there. It is a Sunday, it is a no walking day. Nobody at all will enter from this community to the next community because you will get locked up. And you lock the gate there, you make up and you kill Millie. For what reason? Well, Millie could have done no so. Me could get up and kill Millie. And tell me whether no can come in at 12B me living now. 12B them must not can come. Because I'm afraid of nobody more than Jesus Christ himself.
The police today recovered the car of the missing Clarendon teacher during an operation in Bellas Gate near Belfield, St. Catherine. The police say one man was killed and a firearm seized during the operation. Another man escaped. The teacher's car remained in police custody. The police say they have been looking several leads into the disappearance of the Clarendon teacher and are continuing the search.
Meanwhile, teachers and parents from the 4 Paths Primary School were out on Saturday issuing flyers to motorists and pedestrians in Clarendon as they beg for the public's assistance in locating their colleague. We spoke to the principal of 4 Paths Primary School, Rosemary Logan.
My teachers are sad, of course, about everything that is happening. But this morning, a number of them were out. As a matter of fact, I think all the teachers were out this morning, and even some of our parents were here this morning in solidarity, saying that we need Miss Dawkins to come home, not just to come home, but come home alive.
They were gathered along the ending of the east-west leg of Highway 2000, where Dawkins' bag was reportedly found days earlier. An envelope was found with a name written on it. Family members later confirmed that it's the name of Natalie's brother. A cell phone was also found. The Clarendon police say investigations are ongoing. Principal Logan says she met with Dawkins the morning of the day she went missing.
We were planning a meeting with all the School Improvement Plan Committee. I would have said to Miss Dawkins, remember our meeting tomorrow. She said, yes, miss, I am going to be there. Even to the point where she was supposed to come in at 8 o'clock the Wednesday morning and prepare the sandwiches for the team. So you can imagine when we did not see her, because she's usually a punctual person, you know how we would have felt about it.
She says the school community is devastated by Dawkins' disappearance.
It's a very traumatic time for us. It's a very frustrating time. It's a very depressing time for us right now. Very depressing.
Christine Forbes, CVM Live.